everyone, I'm here with Sue McVeigh, who was the host of the Social Family here at the Manulife Centre, and just wanted to ask her a couple questions about the event. So how do you think the role of the family has changed with the introduction of social media?
I actually think personally it's changed a significant amount, and I think that as we heard today in the dialogue about how parents are interacting with their kids, how the kids are interacting with their friends and their communities. And I think what was interesting too, what we heard a lot about was that when there's difficult conversations, sometimes it's actually easier to have those conversations online with people who you would normally maybe have a personal conversation with. And I thought that was really interesting and portrayed a positive aspect to the whole internet and the online and the social aspect of things. And I know from even my own experience when I know Catherine talked about her blog and how she shared with her husband some things through her blog, and I've done the same thing actually because my husband subscribes to mine, and sometimes the notes that or the blog posts that I would do were actually not just targeted at him, but he read them because he subscribed, and he commented after reading them, not me talking to him about them. So I think social media has really impacted the family in a completely different way than the way I was when I grew up, and it's opened up the lines of communication.
How important do you think it is to have events such as this one where you can bring together the social media experts, the internet safety experts, the youth, and the parents together into one room to discuss social media?
I think it was, today was a witness of how much pent-up really demand there is for that kind of discussion. So I think it is really important to have those discussions, especially with those different groups in the room. I think having people of all the generations and who have different stakes in the kind of media and how it's used is really important, and to have the different views. We talked about in blogging how maybe should you or should you not talk about your children, and some people choose to and some people choose not to, and so have those views because everyone is different and everybody does use social media differently. And I think that's one of the great things about social media. They're not one set of rules. What works for one person may not work for the other, but to have that dialogue and understand what other people are doing is really important.
You mentioned that you've blogged about your own kids as well. Do you use social media to engage with them on a different level than what's maybe possible face-to-face?
On that, not yet. They're still younger, I think, like 11 and 8. So with the blog, I have engaged them a little bit to, my views, mine's on specifically about boys, and so they've seen my views on how supportive I am and how passionate I am about boys and where they are going in society. And so I think that's a positive message that they're getting from me. But we haven't. They don't have Facebook profiles. We're not doing Facebook yet. Texting is very minimal in our house at the moment. So I haven't personally gotten to that point yet with them, but I expect hopefully as they get older that we will.